nature always provides something that pills and supplements can't provide. I always believed in this stuff since I was a little kid. I I'm more of a nature man in that sense. So painkillers and that kind of stuff didn't sit well with me. And of course, I've taken a couple maybe when I was a kid, but I never I don't have any. Only have like supplements like magnesium, vitamin D, and a couple supplements at home that I take occasionally. So I try to take everything from the nature, and you should too, because nature offers something that supplements and pills don't have. Even if sun has vitamin D and you supplement vitamin D, you're not getting all this other stuff that the sun provides. So there's apparently lots of stuff that the sun actually is a curing mechanism for us. It kind of like heals us. So all that stuff about getting skin diseases or melanoma, it's old. It's debunked. There's no evidence that the sun causes melanoma. So forget about that. Um, Go spend some time in the sun. Um, so apparently the sun even plays a role in like protecting our eye health. So it's like it increases the melatonin in our eyes. And this is very technical stuff, but yeah, apparently like small details like that, it's very fascinating. And also obviously, if you know, if you listen to Huberman, then you know that you should be spending the you should like exit your house in the first like 15 to 20 minutes after waking and spend time in the sun in the mornings. So that's obviously good for setting your circadian rhythm, regulating your like optimizing your sleep cycle, and yeah, that kind of stuff. So the nature isn't dumb. The nature knows very well what's good for us. So if we only spend time in the nature, we would become more wise and connected with the nature because it's already there. We're just like I've talked about this in I guess my previous video, but all the stuff that we've created uh, in the last like 50 years is all fucking like most of it is distraction, we've just forgotten all the old stuff that worked and when we were once healthier, because in the last 50 years obviously the, our health has declined. So yeah, nature always provides something that we can't get otherwise, like the same example about the vitamin D. Like if you supplement with vitamin D, yes, it's like beneficial for something like it's a hormone actually, like vitamin D acts as a hormone. So yes, it has some effects on like decreasing depression and that sort of stuff, and also like red light therapy and stuff like that is also beneficial for that. But yeah, the sun, for example, I'm talking about the sun because I've listened to a podcast on it was an interesting podcast on the diary of a CEO. So you should go check it out. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it was something along the lines with vitamin D expert or something like that. Vitamin E expert or vitamin D expert. So it's very cool that like we can get very like we can get all the cures from the nature. Of course, like I'm not against modern medicine, but it's just like overused in a sense. So like I'm talking about modern medicine in the sense that the mainstream medicine. And also like here's the problem too. The problem is that normal people don't have access to the the like the top peak medicine necessarily, like for example, like what I've heard that there's only like, for example, let's talk about cancer, like and chemotherapy. There's only like a few sorts of chemotherapy available for the majority of the population, but in reality, there's like dozens of different kinds of chemotherapy, which which are obviously like expensive and not available to the general population. So things like that. We just the simple population doesn't have access to these hyper technology medicine stuff, you know. So it's very unfortunate in that sense, but I still believe that we can get most of the job done like spending time in the nature. So that's the first thing, like getting sunlight, getting fresh air. And obviously if we talk about air, it's not it's important to get fresh air from outdoors, obviously, and from like place like forests. Also like trees absorb the sunlight and also radiate some chemical that's very beneficial to breathe in. So that kind of stuff, like, you know, the nature is very smart in that sense. So like the sunlight, the trees absorb the sunlight, and the trees also like uh, emit some sort of like beneficial chemical in the air that we breathe in, and therefore we stay like very healthy, we stay like very balanced. And it's even, I'd say we even stay like spiritually balanced, and not in a woo woo way, not in a woo woo style. Like even spirituality is nowadays, it can be explained in a logical way. It can be explained scientifically, because like even spirituality is like, I'm going off on a tangent here, but um, spirituality is it isn't like, it isn't something out there, something abstract. Like being connected to God, being connected to the source is, it's very like, it's very rational, it's very logical, it it's explained in the modern literature, if I can say that. So I mean, it's not mainstream, of course, it's not like mainstream knowledge in that sense, but I'm so grateful that even more and more evidence is coming out that we can like finally connect all this woo-woo stuff with science. And yeah, we're living in cool times in that sense. So obviously, um, this requires lots of work. This requires years of like studying all this stuff on like human studies, all sorts of stuff. This requires like lots of work from the scientist, and then it spreads like a some then like it goes like one clip spreads into social media, and then we can all spread that good information, which is also like backed by science, of course. um yeah, but yeah, just wanted to ramble about this stuff today, and I guess I'm going to see you tomorrow again and call it a day for today because, yeah, I'm kind of like tired already. It's like 8 o'clock or something already. Yeah, and I've been getting up pretty early, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we'll talk about tomorrow. So have a peaceful day. Go spend some time outside and see you tomorrow. Peace.